I used to struggle a lot with victimhood, especially around money. I was working for myself and I would constantly tell myself, I'm not good enough. I'm never going to be successful in the way that I want. I don't know how to make the amount of money that I want. And things always felt so hard for me. And I always was like, poor me, what's wrong with me? There must be something wrong with me that everyone else can seem to make money and I can't. And just throwing myself this constant pity party. And ended up getting myself into $60,000 of debt, which I've talked about on here, and I'm going through bankruptcy, all of that, in large part because of the story that I was telling myself that I was never going to be able to figure this out. And then one time I had a coach ask me something really pivotal, and I just asked one of my coaching clients this, and so I want to pass it on to y'all. She asked me, what is your victimhood doing for you? How is it serving you? Because it is serving you in some way because you've been holding on to it for a long time. What's it doing for you? When I really sat with my victimhood, the thing that it was doing for me is that in my family, especially my mom's side of her family and the generations that came before her, money was love, money was control, money was power, okay? And so a lot of that side of the family didn't know how to actually show love or be emotionally supportive. They threw money at you as a way to either control you or love you. In my victimhood, I was looking for love. I was looking for attention. I was looking for the care that I was not giving myself. And I was looking for it in the form of money. I wanted someone to swoop in and save the day. I was desperate, in fact, for someone to swoop in and save the day. And this occurred to me one night when I was journaling and I was trying to figure out what is the problem here? Why is there so much around money for me? And I remember writing just subconsciously, I wish someone would just come pay off all my bills and save the day. And I was watching so much content around OnlyFans girls or sugar babies or whatever, knowing that I would not actually do that stuff because it's just was not meant for me. But it seemed so good because I wanted someone to save the day. This was an aha moment for me because it forced me to acknowledge the fact that no outcome was ever going to feel good if someone else actually saved the day for me, because I would get myself back into that cycle searching for that. I had to be my own savior, right? I had to be the one to save my day. And I think because I grew up relatively privileged, I was used to my mom wanting to help me, wanting to support me. And in doing so, not letting me totally feel the consequences of my actions. Sure, to an extent, but I was still pretty protected. So when I was in a lot of debt and I finally told her, and I'm talking $60,000 of debt, she was like, well, do you want to, pay this off or want me to pay this off and then you pay me back? And I said, no, because then my debt becomes about whether or not I disappoint you. And that ruins the whole thing. I have to go through this on my own. I have to be my own savior. I have to figure this out on my own. So I filed for bankruptcy. I went through all of this and I am such a stronger and better person because of it. So if you're struggling with victimhood, think on that.